Welcome to Earth School Thursday. So today we're talking about Earth School, how Earth is a school. We come here to learn. And what we come here to learn is like the laws of polarity. So if there's good, there is bad, evil versus good type of scenario, and how to balance that out. And we do that through our energies by balancing out our energies and realizing that for everything good, there's always something bad, right? And for every action, there's a reaction, like the same things we learned in school before, except that when we look at it this time around, we're going to look at all of our experiences and the consequences that they've held in our lives, and then we take responsibility from them and we learn the lesson from them so that we don't keep repeating the same cycles over and over again, right? So what does that mean? What that means is that no matter what has happened to us, we are responsible for abstracting the lesson from it, healing from it, applying the lesson to future events, and letting go of the event completely without any forms of feelings towards it. So complete detachment from it. Not feeling resentful about it, not feeling remorseful about it, not feeling any kind of way about it, and moving on. And the most important part is that we have to forgive it all. The reason why is because in order for us to awaken, to ascend to a higher dimension within ourselves, what that means is basically that your subconsciousness, you're clearing it out. So you know how you have your conscious mind and then your subconscious mind. So at this level, you work with your subconscious mind and you're clearing out everything that no longer serves you. And no matter who did it or if you did it yourself, it doesn't matter. It's um it's the point of forgiveness with unconditional love towards yourself, first and foremost, and also just forgiving everyone, whether they deserve it or not. You get to this point, most of the time we need help to do this. Sometimes we go through things that are so traumatic that we need professional help to be able to navigate through those feelings, to navigate through those emotions, and not focus so much on why the person did it or what's wrong with the person or why are they so diabolical, but also just giving that forgiveness to yourself, and also you can forgive other people without having to uh tell them that you forgive them. You could write them a letter and not give it to them, but just for you. You could say energetically, like, you could get into a meditative state and say, I forgive you for such and such and such and so, and I released you to the universe or to whatever you believe in, you'll put it in the hands of whatever you believe in and or the universe or whatever you subscribe to, but the point is that we forgive and heal from whatever event happened in our life to the point that at our core we know we don't held any type of feelings towards it, especially if it was bad. Like usually when we need to forgive it's bad. So no type of feelings towards it. It has to be completely, yes, that happened to me. Oh yeah, you did that. That sucked. Moving right along. And not have to dwell in it. Or if it was yourself, like if I did something right, I go back and I'm like, oh, that was stupid. Or like, that was for just like not something I would do today, but I'm not doing it anymore. So I don't resonate with it anymore. So when people try to bring it up, you this just it doesn't resonate anymore. So it doesn't exist in your mind. Yes, you're aware that it happened. Yes, you're aware that they did it or that you did it, but that was a timeline before, and you no longer live there. So you move on from it, right? And I express the fact that it has to be to a point where it doesn't affect you anymore, like you don't have any feelings towards it, because in order for us to ascend, our hearts need to be as light as a feather. Like you can't have any type of resentments or hurt, or heart like bad feelings towards other people or situations, no matter how unjust they were or how difficult they were. It's like a deep feeling of of acceptance. Like that happened, I did that, but that's not who I am today. And so we're moving on. I'm not gonna wear that in my forehead for the rest of my life just because society says so or whatever type of thing says so. Like it's something that's within you. So you have to take ownership of your being. It has nothing to do with anybody outside of you. It has to be within you, like ownership of who you are, who you have become, what you did, or what was done to you. Let it all go. And that takes time. That takes time and courage. So um, it takes time. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen overnight. But one of the things that will help will be, journaling, therapy, support groups, depending on the situation that you're in, having supportive friends that actually understand your situation and want the best interest for you, things like that would help. And also taking care of your body, of your diet, and also optimizing the energy, such as like taking walks, going to the gym, um, keeping your body in motion. That will help. So the reason why I speak about Earth School is because in order for me to awaken to certain things, I had to extract the lesson from whatever happened in the past. And once I did that, I was able to see how I was getting myself into the same situation, even if it was with different people or different scenarios, because I was getting into the same situation because I had not learned the lesson from it. And so when I learned the lesson from it, I was able to step back and reflect and see how the same situation kept playing out over and over again in different scenarios with different people because um it started with me. So I was projecting my own reality. So since I wasn't accepting myself and I wasn't abstracting the lesson, it doesn't matter in what area it was. It could be financial, with relationships, at workplaces, right? Until I didn't get the lesson out of it, I kept being put the same situation in my face over and over again in different uh per people, different circumstances until I was able to identify the lesson and see, like, identify the pattern first and say, okay, this seems familiar. This happened before with such and such. Um, Let me do something different here. And to get to that point, you have to work on yourself and see that certain things happen or things are done to you or whatever the case may be, or you have certain patterns, certain habits that no longer um, benefit you, and you have to be able to like put a stop to it because you're the one in control of your reality. You're the one in control of what you want for yourself. So until you don't choose to want something different and make the appropriate changes in your daily life, then the same thing will keep showing up until we choose to do something different and learn the lesson, and then the same thing will like show up itself again, but this time you'll be able to identify it because you've already overcame that lesson. You've already extracted what you needed from there. So then at that point, you're presented with a choice. Do you want to do this again or not? And most of the time, we choose not to do it again because we already know where that's going to lead us. And we're at such a level of like self love that we're like, I'm not putting myself through that again. I've been there, done that. No, thank you. Okay.